It is such an important part of Fort Myers Beach to have this poinsettia tree, Christmas tree.
A holiday tradition with
It's a message of hope, of resilience.
Hope. For our beaches and
for business owners, a lot of hope also.
Hope.
We're almost there, guys.
Being built right here in Times Square.
I believe in Fort Myers Beach.
A town Anita Saracita was the mayor of, who's also a business owner and creator of the Christmas tree back in 1995.
None of us who live there and who have had businesses there, we don't want to be counted out or forgotten.
A fear for Saracita, with the current mayor saying most businesses have been destroyed. It's the reality right now, but so many people out here feel this.
Great for our businesses.
Is a way Fort Myers Beach businesses will not be forgotten.
We love this place.
Not forgotten by people like Frances Cole.
We've been coming for the past 4 years, probably, every year.
Who took this picture here last year with her granddaughter.
We wanted to come and see this and bring a poinsettia.
And take their picture in front of the iconic tree.
We're going to come back strong.
Christmas is coming.
Coming back after the destruction left by Ian, as we find the beauty of Fort Myers Beach again.
When you have hope, you have everything. Nothing can stand in your way.
The building was recognizable. It's devastation I've never known. All of our equipment from 4 feet down.
Destruction inside Blue Dog Bar and Grill, a second home for assistant kitchen manager Mary Shallow.
You think everything's lost, and then I'm gonna cry again.
Tears that make things like words hard to find.
The hardest part is really like finding the motivation in devastation.
Motivation Shallow and Blue Dog employees have found.
It means everything from the bottom of my heart to me.
Leading up to the first week of January.
It's days away. It's a big deal. It is. It's nothing but happy tears, man.
By next week, Shallow says they hope to have food on these tables. It's a fresh start.
We're ready to just open 40 pounds of crabs.
From the equipment.
This cooler's brand new, that table's brand new.
To smiling faces.
We're still looking to hire 15, 20 plus more. Like, I have positions to fill.
And even a little bit of a new look.
In the dining room, you can see we painted a water line.
A water line that tells a story of devastation and resiliency.
This place is going to have so much energy when we reopen.
So when will they reopen? Well, there's no concrete date just yet. That's because they're making sure they train their employees and get all the food that they need to reopen. But we do know it's going to be sometime next week. Once we do have a date, we'll be sure to let you know. Reporting in Matt Lachey, Caitlin Knapp, Fox 4.
You have 3 minutes starting now. You know, my kids come through that door and they're expecting something new every day. Prior to the hurricane, we spent a lot of time learning about community. Is this the kind of problem that you need to draw a picture for?
Christian, Jacob.
We really thought, you know, how can we as a class community,
Finn, and Cooper,
really go beyond helping out our community during this time of need? We knew that we could deliver a message that would hopefully make journalists smile.
We have had tropical storm force gusts.
And that was where we came up with the idea of really going out and trying to help out some people that we felt truly passionate about, who kept us safe.
This wasn't here 10 minutes ago.
I think all of us were. We were all glued to the coverage.
This is why we talked about all the preparations had to be made.
So we just try to keep, you know, informed and pay attention to the journalists as the news alerts came out.
we all made it. Hi, we're Mr. Merrill's class. We're safe now because of you. My favorite part of the video is my part. Does anybody have any service on their phone? Kate and Leo. My favorite part is we toss about spaghetti. No, not that kind of spaghetti.
The response from everyone was so awesome.
Just think about how much people you saved.
It was just really humbling to know that our message got that far out. What we didn't take into consideration was the effect it would have on the community.
We thank you and
Seen peeking through the rubble from Ian on Fort Myers Beach, you'll find a message, a promise to come back stronger than before.
It's been about 4 months, bro.
For Tony LaValle and his restaurant Yo Taco,
So what do you think, guys?
his first order back since Ian destroyed his original building sounds familiar. But LaValle says it does not look the same.
We're in a food trailer now. It's a little bit different. We didn't have much storage before. Now we have less storage.
And it can feel like an exciting time on Fort Myers Beach, just even up the road from Yo Taco. Other improvements we can see, Margaritaville still moving forward with building their location, but it's also a bittersweet time for Fort Myers Beach because Just right across the street, another business says they're not returning. Places like the Cottage on Fort Myers Beach completely gone. And business owners like Anita Saracita, who owns the Pure Peddler and Local Color.
So the likelihood of them coming back as we know it is slim to none.
I asked the Fort Myers Beach Chamber of Commerce's president to help me understand what the beach's future could look like. They expect only half of businesses, like the 60 restaurants and more than 40 hotels here before Ian, are likely to return. Business owners like Saracita say high priority prices are the reason why.
Fort Myers Beach is going to be traded at very high premium.
I wanted to find out myself, what are other property values like here on Fort Myers Beach? So I took out the Zillow app, and it says for this piece of property right behind me that's less than half an acre, over $3.2 million. And Anita says it's just the reality of Fort Myers Beach.
That may very well determine whether or not a Yo Taco is rebuilt. It may determine whether or not a Local Color and a Pure Peddler are rebuilt.
The rebuilding question now moves forward on Fort Myers Beach, on a day Yo Taco reopened.
It's just good to see anybody back.
And others say they're looking to the future to define what reopening means. Reporting from Fort Myers Beach, Colton Chavez, Fox 4.
Last time these seats were full was on September 24th, 4 days before Hurricane Ian. Now they're full again. People walking around, serving food here at Blue Dog. And customers say that they are so happy to be back here.
We're ready, man. We've been getting ready all day.
One of our favorite places. So.
Oh my gosh, no, it's so refreshing.
Refreshing and
happy, excited, relieved, tired, and a little bit scared.
A mix of emotions for Blue Dog owner John Lynch.
Turned on the open sign and unlocked the doors.
Doors where new.
I'll get it right in for you guys.
And familiar faces walk through.
On Wednesdays, we ride somewhere to a restaurant and have lunch. And we picked this place today, and we heard they were open, so here we are.
A reopening that could create more congestion on Pine Island, but customers say
it'll help the economy, and yeah, there'll be more traffic because a lot of people will come out here.
I think it's a real positive for the community because it's one more step towards a sense of normalcy.
Normalcy for customers.
Every chance we get, we stop by.
And employees, like Assistant Kitchen Manager Mary Shallow.
That's the best part about it, is just waiting to be able to cook. And now we're finally doing it.
There's my dinner right there.
It's going to take some time to fully reopen, between opening up more seats and a full menu.
Patty melt medium.
But it's something customers
looking real good
are willing to wait for.
But it's so great to see a place still survived, back open again. I think it's great.
Reporting in Matt Lachey.
We sell out, you know.
Caitlin Knapp, Fox 4.
The branches of Victoria Wood's life all seem to stem from one place.
I love teaching. Hi, Mrs. Woods. My mom is going to be sending you an email.
It's a shared emotion by her students and a passion she fears will be taken away if she doesn't earn her professional teaching certificate in time.
And if I don't pass them, I don't have a job. Going back and forth.
A hard deadline to meet for Victoria Woods. In 2017, doctors diagnosed her with lupus, a disease that causes her immune system to attack her organs and tissues.
Everything takes me longer. With that, that's a debilitating disease in and of itself. But I didn't know I was going to get cancer.
Yes, a breast cancer fight now turns her struggles to finish the required coursework into what Victoria says can feel like an impossible feat.
This last time, I missed it. I couldn't even stand. I was trying to get there, and my husband was like, "You can't even stand up. How are you going to take a 3-hour test?" You know, so I didn't. I missed it, and so that was frustrating because I'm like, oh.
Frustrated, she says that she may never get to run her cheer club again. Frustrated that despite being recognized for her excellence in the classroom, she would not be granted an extension.
I'm in chemo. I just had chemo yesterday, so I'm going to have some really bad days.
Victoria says it was while she was battling with cancer, working to get back to her students, that she first saw our story with Samantha, a teacher who at the time had just started a petition demanding that the state change how teachers are certified.
Right after we had the first conversation, had a pretty big boom. And
Samantha Zukowski, a teacher at South Fort Myers High School. Her petition asked the state to allow extensions for teachers who can prove they're actively working towards their certification. Teachers like Victoria Woods.
If we collectively put these things together, it's not just like me trying to run a charge, it's like a lot of really smart, dedicated educators.
Back at Mariner, Woods says she continues to study and has about 6 weeks to complete her final 2 assignments, a finish line she is unsure she can reach given her life battle.
I don't understand these hurdles to stop me from doing what I love to do. I mean, make it reasonable.
Both Samantha and Victoria tell me they plan to share their story at the next Lee County School Board meeting, which will take place at 6 o'clock 1 week from today. In Cape Coral, Colton Chavez, Fox 4.